This video, I'm about to teach y'all the one way that's going to make it easier to not tolerate bullshit. You ain't gonna have a taste for the fuckery anymore. So let's get into it. I have been a tight ass, strict, and also been a people pleaser and desperate before. And so those were the times where I got taken for granted, walked over, had too much empathy, and just mistreated. All to come back to the fact that I've been knew who I was, and I just don't play. I know what to play about and what not to play about. But before I give y'all this secret, do not feel too hard on yourself about mistakes made in the past or just having to learn lessons, because when you learn from experiences, it makes you even more stronger in your boundaries ahead, because you can peep the energy and you cool on it, and it don't need no explanation. It ain't no shame in really being who you say you are and people taking that kindness for granted or for weakness or whatever. But now you're gonna know who's deserving of it and who's not. You're gonna be more stingy with your good energy. The secret to respecting yourself is knowing who you actually are. When you discover the things that you're truly passionate about, the things that make you happy, what you care about, what you want to pour into, and that gives you purpose in life, this makes you less tolerant to bullshit, because you already know how to make yourself feel the feelings of wholeness, right? Because people say things like, stand on your boundaries, know your worth. Okay, but how? We heard that before, but how do you actually do this? Discovering who you are. How are you going to respect yourself if you don't know who you truly are? How you do that is following the things that make you curious. You know how a trigger can trigger negative feelings? What triggers positive feelings within you? What are some things that you've always wanted to do? Because then you could find out more of what you do like and what you don't like, you feel me? And when you know that part, now you get real clear on what's your yes and what's your no's. Self-discovery, soul discovery, not only does it occupy your time, but it also replenishes your energy. Because people in the world, society, they want to drain us of our life force. They want to just suck the soul out of us. We are in a system where they take all of your time, money, and energy to the point where you can't even think about getting out of it, But what replenishes our soul and our spirit and brings back that energy is indulging in the things that make us happy. And you don't gotta go all out, because something that's kept me from doing the things that I love is feeling like I need to be real good at it how I used to be. Or that's what keep me from doing new things too, feeling like I need to be a pro offer. It don't make sense. Just have fun with it. It's not about the results, or it's not about validation and stuff. It's just about how you feel. So self-discovery can occupy your time, replenish your energy, also make you aware of the things that you value. Make you aware of the things that you actually believe in. So then you're able to put your energy towards nurturing what means something to you. And it don't gotta be something that's deep. You just gotta care about it. And then the fourth most important thing, my favorite thing that self-discovery is gonna do, is going to give you a sense of purpose. It's gonna give you a feeling of belonging in the world. And I used to be super locked in on my goals, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I was locked in a way where I was still trying to find validation outside of me. I was still trying to find my worth in accomplishing. So only being focused on that, on top of having social anxiety, on top of not really having money for real, that made me isolated and kind of disconnected from reality, no social life, And so not having the social life made me deprived. I'm talking about parched. And in that period, my standards went out the window. I was itching for just any little spark of life, because I was trying to distract myself from my real feelings. I didn't know who I was, I didn't know who to be. So I was really kind of avoiding my own work. But now I know that purpose is not just in accomplishing, it's in everyday living. Purpose to me now is to exist in truth. So when you know where you belong in every area of your life, or you're actively discovering that, you now are approving of yourself. You're now starting to feel whole and not so like needy for validation or comfort or escape or whatever it may be. This is exactly what makes it easy to enforce your boundaries, because now you're already accustoming yourself to feeling good energy that you're giving to yourself. You are already used to making yourself happy. So other people are going to have to meet you with that same energy or above. Bullshit is not going to interest you anymore. It's not going to captivate you anymore, because you're not bullshitting yourself. I'm somebody that's had a really hard time with self-loathing, low self-worth, and just hating myself. And I'm an internalizer, so I don't project it, but I just felt so like I gotta be fake, like I can't be me. Like, that's not the truth. I feel like now it ain't no way to not like ourselves when we like everything that we like. You feel me? I think that we just don't like the fact that we feel like we need to put on a mask in society and we have to pretend to be something that we're not, and feeling like we just gotta, toughen up and life is hard. There are realities and dimensions of love that exist for you to match your energy to. Life is hard, but if we're in this hamster wheel of struggle every day, why not take your pockets of time to move towards a better life for yourself? If you're gonna be going through every day anyways, why not move forward towards the reality that you want, or the version of you that you want to be? Right now is always the perfect time to start, because you're not going to start off sprinting anyways. Even if you just taking little steps, scooting out the motherfucker, just move towards that life. So knowing who you are can also start to calm your nervous system. Anybody that's on a personal development journey knows that this is not all love and light. As soon as you become aware of something that you don't really like about yourself or whatever, it can feel like a sting. But after that sting comes the opportunity for freedom. Your higher self, it feels like a gift to your higher self, because now I'm able to change, because I'm capable and worthy. So be honest with yourself enough to get to know who you are. Sometimes we angry, sometimes we want to scream, sometimes we frustrated, and it's okay to be. But having a safe and contained outlet to let that out is very healthy, or transmute the energy. And regulating your nervous system can also bring you that fulfillment of, just wholeness, knowing who you are, knowing how you really feel. Like, you don't need no distractions from your feelings when they're safe with you and they're safe with spirit. So when you get to calming your nervous system and you really in tune with yourself, your truth, your feelings, anybody that's trying to throw you off, or anything that's trying to throw you off, can start to get unattractive. It's crazy how people that's too nice to everybody else don't be very kind to themselves, and will try to feel worthy by how much we are needed or how much we're giving. So people say things like, oh, know your worth, value yourself, stand on your boundaries. But at the root of that is knowing who you are enough to do so. Knowing who you are enough to approve of yourself. So you don't need nobody trying to, pull strings on your emotional state, because you love you. You pour into you. Anything that's not pouring into you or receiving your love with gratitude, that it's just not for you. This video ain't about demanding respect, how to make people respect you. This is not about mind games. This is about self. It is about respecting yourself and not having a taste for disrespect. You are able to walk away from what does not serve you. Don't let no energy vampire try to feel entitled to your time. You are not the babysitter. You are not the caretaker. You are not responsible for babysitting other people's demons. Even if you was to change somebody, they still gonna resent you for it. Everybody's been through things. You can use it as an excuse to grow and do better, or you can use it as an excuse to be a bum. So yeah, start doing shit again, pouring into yourself, rediscovering the things that make you happy, expressing different parts of yourself that you never really let out, because you are going to be your safest space, okay? And the more that you take care of your soul, the more that your energy is going to give step up or step back, okay? But I appreciate y'all for tuning into the end of this video. If you watched to the end, do not forget to hit the like button. But I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.